All right, welcome back, guys. I don't know if I should be using my hands because I'm so used to it, but I don't think I should be.
Dude, we don't need to be using... I mean, if you want to use your hands, you can. It's whatever.
It's
but,
more fun that way,
it's more
dude.
fun. You get more energy. But, dude, this is Goonzquad Unleashed podcast number 3, man. These are becoming super fun to do. I mean, we're doing one a week so far. We're trying to get in the rhythm, especially with our schedule. So, I mean, we are here, and we're just going to continue. We left off with the Mustang build. We talked about that thing so much, and we talked about other epic stuff. That was just super awesome. If you guys haven't watched it, be sure to go watch that video right there, and watch the first one too. That was probably the most epic one ever because that was our first time ever doing a podcast.
Yes, sir. That one was pretty dang epic. You know, we're just getting the feel for it, but
they're
you know
gonna
what?
get more epic.
More epic.
Yes,
That's what I was just gonna say. And we do got a little list right there. We're just kind of brainstorming, jotting down a few ideas here and there.
Yep.
But
I mean, make sure you guys do leave some questions down below in the comment section because we look through all of them. There's some really interesting ones. Little list. A lot of talking points,
definitely.
dude.
I know that little list is going to start at one place and it's going to end off somewhere totally different, dude. It's going to be a whole entire maze now.
So these things are pretty epic. We love doing them. Right now we're doing them once a week, every Friday, and I mean,
they might become like a 2-time a week thing.
Who knows? It just depends. We're just trying to put it in our schedule because we are super busy with the Goonzquad channel with some epic builds. That video that just came out for the Tesla it's epic, dude.
Super fire. But you know what? We got some other things in mind after the Tesla. We're always brainstorming ahead for the future and all that good stuff. So you never know what kind of curveball we might throw at you.
Yeah, but anyways, I mean, I say we move on to a different build. I mean, we didn't really finish off on the Mustang, but you know what? Since it's 4th of July here really soon, let's watch the Mustang burnout real quick. It's not a big burnout, but we did a little burnout on the Mustang, and I just seen it. It said freedom right there. I just want to go ahead and watch it because I think it was super epic whenever we did that initial burnout on
that was like one of our first. That was like one of our first legit burnouts ever in a muscle car. So
yeah,
that was freedom right there.
But it was an easy burnout because the Mustang has line lock. It's probably one of the easiest cars you can do a burnout on. Like back in the day, did you ever think that a company would actually install legitimate line lock? Usually that's like a custom feature that you install in your car that locks the front wheels so you can do a burnout. Dude, anybody can do a burnout in a Mustang.
Back in the day, you burn out your clutch and it produces more smoke. Hear me out now.
Yeah,
it's more freedom that way.
Double the smoke. You got smoke from the truck. Have you ever seen that one video? Oh man, I wish I could pop it up.
It's a Corvette, right?
It's either a Corvette or a Mustang that's doing a burnout. He's like, I think he's switching gears or something too. And there's smoke coming out, but it's not the wheels.
The tires are not spinning.
It's the whole clutch. We should pull that up.
About to do is roast off the back of the tires of our 2007 Z06 Corvette.
Bye-bye $600.
That was test 1.
That was not the tires.
Let's go ahead and do the little burnout that we did on the Mustang. I think it was pretty epic. So let's go ahead and watch this sucker right here. Dude, that was just amazing right there, dude. The sound of that with the smoke, with the blue car, with the red calipers. Just need a white stripe, and that'd be the ultimate red, white, and blue freedom car right there, dude.
I gotta say, look how cool that looks. Just that one shot right there. Look how cool. It's like halfway in smoke. Imagine if how do some people make their smoke turn different colors?
I do not know. I really did not even research that. I really wanted to know how blue smoke, red smoke. I know they do. A lot of people do it for gender reveals, like pink for a girl and blue for a boy. That's weird, dude. How did they do that? Is it special tires that you gotta buy, or is it like some kind of oil you throw on there or some kind of water? Who knows?
I don't know.
Man.
Let us know what you guys think about it. I've never really looked into that.
What if you had a blue tire on one side and a red tire on the other side? And
red, white, and blue.
That'd be epic, man.
Dude, has anybody ever done that
Dude,
before?
whatever it is, let us know how you get that kind of smoke. We need to do that. That'd be super epic to figure that out. But anyways, that's the finishing off the Mustang. It looked amazing. It didn't have the what's called. It had the regular GT front bumper. Now we have this
GT500. 500.
GT500 bumper.
And it's supercharged now too. So
yeah, and it's supercharged. But anyways, I say we move on to our Corvette, which we technically felt like we bought our very first supercar.
That's exactly what we kind of put in the thumbnail. It says supercharged supercar.
And don't get me wrong, man, that thing felt like a dang supercar. That thing looked like a supercar when we first got it. It was one of our dream cars that we always wanted to get, you know what I mean? It was one of those cars that looked super good on the road, and just like especially it's the Z06 package, you know? We were trying to get a regular Corvette before this one, but like we mentioned before in our previous podcast, we did end up borrowing some money from our older brother that made us get this Z06 right here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, if we wouldn't have borrowed that money, we would have never had that Z06, and honestly, it wouldn't have went into the snowball effect of buying these awesome cars. So, huge shout out to our big bro right there. Already paid him back, so
maybe we need to borrow more. Maybe we need to buy a Bugatti next or something like that. But
no, we work together. I think we mentioned that before. You know, he can drive whatever he wants. You know, he always asks to drive the Lamborghini. We don't always allow him. But we let him every once in a while.
I mean, we don't even drive it much. We have that sucker parked.
Everybody's so busy. We're not like too worried about driving it. We're just worried about like
keeping it perfect condition. You know what I mean?
That's too, right,
you know, we baby that thing around, so it sits there, keep it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You want me to Google if a Corvette is actually a supercar? Right,
dude,
quick?
Google is a Corvette a supercar? I think it kind of is. Maybe it's not a supercar since it's like a regular it's a sports car, that's for sure. But a supercar. Let's look it up.
Is a Corvette Z06 a supercar? It's truly a wonderful car, but it's not a supercar. Dude. A true world-class supercar, Z06 was conceived on the track and it's engineered with a lightweight and rigid aluminum space frame. Space frame?
What? It probably does have a space frame on it, man. It was so easy to pull that frame. We'll get to that here real soon, though.
As well as a supercharged 6.2 aluminum V8 engine delivering 650 horsepower and 650 torque. Which we need that. We need that engine. We don't need the Corvette. We don't need the shell. We just need the engine and the drivetrain to put in our classic car.
Dude, that would be an epic, dude.
Imagine that,
dude. That'd be so epic, dude. If you guys don't know, by now, we have that 67 Camaro that we... Like, right now, I'm just going to give you guys a little inside scoop. We ordered all the parts for it, right? We got everything. And the only thing that we're looking at is an engine, and that is the number one engine on our list, is that LT4 supercharged engine. I'd like to get a crate engine. That way you can just swap it in there. Super easy. Ain't got to go above and beyond. Just make it a good driver's car. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that engine is pretty compact. It's not, like, huge. So I think it'll fit in there perfectly. But you know what? We're still working on something like that. That's too much information.
Too much information. But back to the Corvette. It's not a supercar. It was a supercar for us for a little bit. We loved it. It was amazing. It was just such a beautiful piece of art. Just looking at it whenever we first got it.
Hey, before we get started, to be honest with you, I think the C8 or the C7 Corvette Z06 looks better than the C8.
I knew exactly what you were about to say.
Do you think
doubt. Dude, don't get me wrong. The C8 looks pretty sick. Like in person, driving, it kind of looks like a.
It looks like a supercar.
Yeah, it looks like an exotic car.
Car.
But like the Z06, whenever you see a nicely built Z06, like nice wheels and stuff like that, just a little spoiler, they're already kind of lowered with the exhaust, dude. I think personally they look a lot better. I don't know, maybe we're just getting old, you know what I mean? You know how people get older and all these newer cars come out, you're like, yo man, it's like like somebody looking at like the oldest Corvette, like the first Corvette. You know, there's guys out there that say that looks better than any of the Corvettes.
Yeah, that's true. It's just all personal opinion, but
the new C8 Z06,
I haven't seen that. What does it look like?
I mean, there has been like little like drawings and stuff of what it looks like. I think there might have been like maybe a glimpse of it on the road here and there testing on a track, but they actually delayed that Corvette till 2025 or something like that, or 2024, 2026.
Oh my god.
It kind of sucks, man. We're like looking forward to that car, but I heard it's going to be twin turbo flat plane crank engine. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but if they do that, that's going to be the ultimate C8. That's going to be the ultimate Corvette, dude.
Yeah, that's a long time to wait for that. You know what I mean? That's how many years? Right now it's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 4 years.
But you gotta think about it. The longer they wait, there's already people right now, since they can't wait that long. There's already people doing twin turbo kits for those cars. they're really hard to crack, like the ECU. There's only certain people that can actually twin turbo a C8 properly. You know
I only
what I mean?
know of 2 people that twin turbo the C8. TJ Hunt and then Miss Amelia.
I think so. Yeah, I think she has the fastest C8 Corvette,
Really?
which is crazy.
Wow.
I think TJ
They
Hunt.
sound sick.
I think
dude.
he's about to he's apparently gonna make his faster. So it's epic, dude.
But the reason why I think the C7 looks better than the C8 is because I feel like the C8 is a little bit not proportionate for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But
it's
it does
kind
have
of
a
a little
rear
bit.
engine now.
Yeah, it's kind of like squared off a little bit weird. It's not. The thing is, it's not wide looking like the C7 or the C7 Z06 actually has a little bit of a wide body and it looks super good.
Sick.
But when that Z06 C8 comes out, it's gonna look absolutely insane, dude.
Yes, sir. And honestly, that's why we haven't bought a C8 just yet, because we were waiting on the Z06 C8 to come out.
But
maybe somebody wrecks it or something.
It's gonna take forever. Maybe we'll end up getting a C8. Wouldn't it be cool? I think it would be pretty cool. Maybe get one. Oh, if we do get a C8 instead of twin turbo in it, I think ProCharger is making a supercharger kit for that.
That would be insane. But you know what I noticed? Didn't Cletus McFarlane have a C8 Corvette?
He bought his, dude. That's wait.
He gave it back.
Dude, I think
I
he
don't know what
sold
he
it
did.
like right away. Apparently, he sold it to get to sell it that way he can update his Freedom Pack. I think he was like buying new bleachers, and those suckers are probably hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah, bleachers are expensive.
So he sold that thing because it was. I can see why, because it's kind of useless type of car. You know, he couldn't really
burn the tires on it.
Yeah, he couldn't do a burnout. He couldn't. I don't think he could have did like a donut or something like that. And on top of that, they're really hard to like twin turbo and stuff like that. So he didn't have no use for that, because that man smacks a turbo into anything. You know what I mean?
Just about.
So that's why he got rid of it. It's just. And that's what made us kind of like stay away from him for a little bit. It's like,
because we're sitting there wondering, like, Cletus McFarlane, this dude does some crazy stuff
and he got rid of us beautiful. It was like blue, dude. It was
man.
amazing looking. And he got rid of that sucker. You know what I mean?
Yep, I think he did make a video on it. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to look into it sometime. But anyways, let's see how beautiful this C7 Z06 Corvette was. Because once we first got it, we thought it was a supercar. Dude.
It was for us. I don't care what you say.
Basically.
Not a supercar. For us, it was a supercar. Let's watch the clip of us picking it up at the auction. Hold on, we want to pause it for a second because we've seen our fair share of sketchy stuff at auctions, how people pick up some cars. Like, some very sketchy stuff. We've seen people... Dude, the people that drive all the way to like Guatemala or Mexico, they will really strap up 4 cars in a row with like ropes or like chains and stuff. It's insane, dude. And you see them on the highway with like 4 cars tied together, dude.
I don't know how they get away with that stuff. I guess they're just allowed to. And then they
I
have
guess,
like a sign on the back where it says like where they're going or something.
Yeah,
I've seen that plenty of times.
They have like a
dude.
legit sign like going to Guatemala or something. It's weird. Like, it happens. Like, we see it so much, especially around here because we're pretty close to like the
border, basically.
Because we used to work with people from like Guatemala, and they would drive there like once a year. And what was it, like a 13-hour, 14? I don't know.
I don't remember yet.
But they'll drive there once a year. Dude, these guys haul 4 cars like over there at once. But I paused this video because look at this in the background behind our trailer. That right there is a homemade like a homemade dolly, dude. It looks like it's made out of some squared off tubing and 2 wheels, and they just parked a car on top of it.
Hey,
legit, man.
Whatever works. It looks official too.
And he's hauling it with the BMW, dude. Like, if the trailer don't break down, maybe that BMW will break
them
down.
BMWs are known for now. I don't know. Maybe we don't actually.
BMWs are known for breaking down.
Are they?
I think let's just get most of them are known. I'm just gonna go say that because we had a BMW. Your first car was a BMW.
Man. Oh yeah, what am I talking about? I had a BMW. And
your first car. Did we ever mention your first car?
Hold up, let's talk about our first car.
What was our first car?
It was Mom's car.
Oh yeah.
This is exactly what happened. So we had a 4-wheeler we somehow acquired. And we got the 4-wheeler, and then we sold the 4-wheeler for like $2,000. It was a Raptor 660.
Yeah, we fixed it up a little bit, cleaned it up, and we sold it for
like $2,000. And then Mom had that 2002 Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
I think it's something like that. And she sold it to us for $2,000. We
Yep.
took that joint.
We bought
cleaned
it.
up.
We cleaned it up, and we sold it for what, like
I think like $3,000.
like $3,000. And then after we sold it, because she gave it to us to borrow, like to drive it to school and stuff like that. And I mean, we sold that thing and bought another 4-wheeler, so she was pretty pissed about that, dude.
Yeah,
but we were just investing money, dude.
Yeah, that was a good investment actually. We sold that car and we bought a Raptor 700.
Yeah.
We bought it for like $1,500.
Yeah,
Actually, we bought it
super
for super cheap. It had like a blown engine or something.
It was a locked up engine, but whenever we brung it home, for some reason I kept messing with it and unlocked, and it started up, but it was like la 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 la. It was like super loud, and then it locked back up again, dude.
Yeah, and then we ended up rebuilding, I think, just the top end, which was fine. It didn't cost us too much.
Into a Raptor 750. 750. It was a Raptor 750.
Yeah, we boarded over and we made it more powerful or something like that, and it had like a tuner on it and whatever, a power commander, and we sold that thing for like $3,300.
Yeah.
So we doubled our money there.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, well, off the Raptor, definitely we doubled our money, because to rebuild the head was like $500. We sent that off, and we sold that thing. And then after that, what did we do after that? Do you remember what we did after that?
I think then we split the money. You got half of it, I got half of it, and then I bought a BMW, a 2001 BMW 740.
740 IL, dude.
That thing was
Can't
pretty
forget
sick.
the
It was
IL.
a 4-door, it was a super long car, and that thing had a V8 in it. It was super powerful.
It was a luxury car for that age, dude. It had like little footrests in the back and stuff like that. Like it had like a lounging back, like
it was
like
huge.
The seat was like you just like lay back in it.
Dude, I remember I drove that thing to high school, dude, and I just felt like a baller, dude.
Dude, that thing was the ultimate. And what I did with my money, I bought a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
It was a 2006 Honda Civic. It was the 2-door hatch, like the.
But you did throw the SI badge on it, so
Yeah,
it's technically an SI, right?
I threw an SI badge on it, which made it a lot faster. I threw a Borla exhaust on it, which sounded pretty good, I guess. It was just my first car, you know.
Dude,
that's what I was.
we actually have a video of that exhaust, I think,
Yeah.
on another channel. I think it was on
the
Backyard Painter channel.
Backyard Painter channel. I do have that video. Should we pull that up real quick?
After we watch this,
we'll pull it up.
This C8, C7.
C7.
Dude, there's so many C's that I'm getting them confused. But yeah, let's
Number
watch this.
7.
Let's watch this supercar right quick. Good, bro. My boy hooked it up. What is this, though? Look at this canister. That's some crazy stuff. Look at them brims, though.
You see the brakes on this?
Dude, look at them suckers. Oh my goodness, dude. That's what we seen at the dealership that one time, remember? Skip that ad. Make sure we get back onto the
Built custom industrial machines in days.
carbon ceramic. Does it have Brimbos? Hey, at least it's got Brimbos this time. Dude, this thing is brand new, man. The frame rails are in great condition, dude. No damage at all. The fenders, this is how the fenders come off right here. They're glued on? They're pretty much glued on. I guess that's like the only damage right there. What's going on? You got the key?
The key's not hanging up on this thing.
Ah, we need to make sure, we need to talk to them.
You gotta make sure there's a key.
Because they did say that it starts, so.
Yeah, let me go land the drone.
Look at them Z06 wheels, dude. Ooh, pause right there. Sit. Dude, do you see that rear end? This is why, honestly, I love this car so much more than the C8. I know you guys are probably getting...
I
there's
think
a lot
the
of people
rear
that
end
are
looks
mad about
better,
that.
dude. I think the rear end looks better. The exhaust is in the center. The tail lights look amazing. How wide that rear end looks. It's just like the perfectly designed Corvette in the rear, dude.
I love that rear end. And the front end looks just as good as well, but this front end is missing right there. And, dude, that thing is just all around perfect, how wide it is and everything. Man, I almost want to get another one.
That's what I was saying. I would love to get another one, but I'd get it in probably automatic. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I know, like, manual is pretty sick. That was a 6-speed manual. It had the rev match and everything. It sounded so sick with that Army Tricks exhaust
I don't
on it.
hate on manuals. I love manuals. I mean, I love manuals. Like, the Viper is probably the perfect manual car to just have, you know, for us. Because every time you want to go in a manual, it has to be like a, kind of like a, you want to have a racing feel to it. But the Corvette, it is a race car. Manual, don't get me wrong. It was amazing in manual, but automatic is just so much like easier to drive and like it's so much more comfortable. You can go cruising with this thing, take the top off, and just cruise. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. I agree with you 100%. I mean, that car, I know the Camaro that we had, the Z01, and also this car right here, it was kind of weird the way you dropped the clutch and stuff. It almost felt like you were riding the clutch out, but that's how you had to do it.
Yeah, I think you have to kind of ride the clutch out. So the manuals in there are kind of weird. Some people are like probably like drive these every day and they're like super used to it. They're like, oh, there's no problem when you drive those, like no problem. But I love manuals, but that car, the next one will probably be an automatic for sure. If we ever get a next one, who knows, dude?
Let's keep moving and see what else we got in here.
Get home, we'll talk a little bit more, guys. So it did say that there was a key present. You know, we're looking in here and there's no key. So he went on the inside into the office to see if we could retrieve that key, possibly find it. We already checked everything and we need a key, man. Definitely need a key. It is a 7-speed. Oh my gosh, it's a manual. That is freaking crazy. Did you get the key? You got the key.
The hood's closed good.
Yo, this is a 7-speed manual.
Is it?
It's a 7-speed manual, dude. You got a Z06 stitched in, dude. I can't wait to get this bad boy home.
Dude, I don't know where it's at.
Oh, dude. Just one headlight.
Watch out.
Hey, at least there's one of them. These are like
That saved you $1,000 right there.
$1,000. Batteries over here.
Yeah, batteries in the back.
What if there's something hidden down there? You know what I mean? But look at them seats, dude. They're like racing seats.
Look at the little label, 650 horsepower in the middle.
Z06 on the steering wheel, dude. This is sick, dude.
Let's strap her up.
Let's strap her up, take her back home, and talk about her there. This is a she, right? Go that way. Yeah, brake work. All right, straighten it up, straighten it up, straighten it up. Go slow. Slow down. All right. Come straight back really slow. Turn to the left a slight bit. Give him a push. Just a slight bit. That's too much. All right, now straighten it back up. Yep, just like that. A little bit more to the left. There you go. Now come all the way. Slowly, slowly, slowly. That's what I'm saying. Go really slow. Just ease on back. As slow as you possibly can. Slower.
I think you're going to hit the exhaust.
Do I?
Very slow. Stop right there. This tire went flat for some reason. Ooh. All right, you're good. Yeah, come all the way back. That low life, man. First test drive.
First test drive.
Hey, that's how our test drives used to be back in the day, man.
If you can get in the seat and the wheels are rolling, that's a test drive. I don't care who you are. That's a test drive
Hey,
right there.
Did you hear my voice there? I think I had molasses that morning or something.
Dude, I think you were sick that morning or something, dude. But dude, that's crazy, dude. I mean, that was our very first supercar, and like fixing that thing was probably one of the most technical type. Getting parts for that thing was super technical. I remember we had to go to the dealership, and thank God that the dealership over there at Integrity Chevrolet, dude, those guys are amazing over there, dude. They literally printed out a booklet of like blueprints of how this whole entire car goes together, because we couldn't find some coolers that were like underneath and stuff.
Yep, they printed us off a whole entire diagram, and this is our first time ever working on something of this nature, and that was so much more different than the typical like Mustangs or 370Zs or stuff that we used to work on. This is a whole nother level, and we were learning the whole entire time as we were going. So that was what made it really fun, to be honest with you. But that was our first time ever like spending like I think
$10,000 or
$12,000 on parts for that car, dude. That was huge. We were like, dang, this is expensive.
Because to get all the parts would take super long because you have to outsource all these parts, and not a lot of people really were parting out Z06 because Z06 is like basically all their parts were different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so we had to I think that's when we first started buying from the dealership.
Yeah,
and stuff was coming in so fast, and once
we're
we realized
dude,
that,
it's worth it. You know, it's worth it because like for us, like we want to finish builds as soon as possible, and if you wait in 2-3 weeks on getting parts, you can't do anything. You're like sitting here like, what should we do? So it's worth it paying for those parts. You get them in faster. You get perfect parts, like they're OEM. They fit up nicely and stuff like that. But that car, dude, I want to go to the frame working video because we pulled frame by ourselves on that pad with just the forklift, dude.
And I don't think that thing even like it only drove in reverse. So,
dude, I remember that forklift, dude. We had so much problems with that thing. Sometimes it'll drive forward, sometimes it won't. I don't even remember what we did with it. I think we gave it to V-Tuned.
We did. Yeah,
we gave it to
it's still at their shop right now.
Yeah, he wanted it, and I'm like, dude, this thing is junk. He's like, I'll take it, I'll fix it. I'm like, go ahead, you can have it.
We actually picked it up with Big Bertha, and we placed it on a back of a tow truck, and they just hauled it off. But I want to see this video that you got pulled up right here. Let's see the hairdo that you have.
My hair, man, I had some long hair back then.
You had big hair back then.
Machine, you got to be really careful. You got to get everything spot on. We've been measuring double time, so yeah, we're getting it almost OEM.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Also, smash that like button because we got a ton of stuff coming to this channel soon. So behind me, I have a 2017 Corvette Z06 that we bought.
Go back, bruh. Go back. Who was it? We're gonna soon,
bruh. I don't know what was going on in my head back then, but
dude, that was hilarious, dude. I want to watch the beginning again. Let's watch that.
Smash that subscribe button. Also, smash that like button because we got a ton of stuff coming to this channel soon. So
I don't know, man. It seemed like I was just like I was mad.
You better subscribe, boy. I'm telling you.
Hey, but did it not work?
I guess you scared some people to subscribe, and dude, that was awesome. That's epic. I mean, that's just this is the reason why we're going through this stuff because we're looking at how much we evolved over the period of doing videos.
100%. And this is what I always tell people, like people that want to start YouTube. They always like tell me, "Oh, I'm camera shy and all this." I was camera shy. You were camera shy.
I hated being on the camera. Honestly, like whenever we first started, I was like always like not really talking much. But dude, after you start doing it after a while, it would honestly make you not camera shy and make you talk more, and it helps you with your people skills and stuff like that. And then whenever you're out like talking to people, you can carry the conversation on longer.
Definitely.
So you like doing videos on YouTube and posting it or anything, just live videos. You can post videos on Instagram, just whatever platform. It makes you more comfortable in talking.
Yeah, makes you get out of your comfort zone, makes you more confident because you got to think about it. You record yourself on a camera, and then you get to watch yourself back and later on and see what else you could change a little bit just to be a little bit different.
You remember watching that TikTok where it's like that one dude was like, whenever you watch yourself after you record a video,
another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar. Then you watch it, it's like another day, another dollar. But that's how we felt whenever we watched our videos. Whenever we first started, we're like, oh, this is so cringe, dude. But you know what? You get over it, you get used to it, and you progress. Like we progressed a lot from this.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yeah, we don't.
Maybe we should start a YouTube video like this.
I don't know, dude. Hey, as long as the thing is, I had Thomas in my hands, and the tone that I was talking there, Thomas distracted that from you guys a little bit there.
Thomas is awesome.
Dude, Thomas is awesome, man. How long have we had Thomas?
I don't know, probably like 3 years or something.
3 years. Cool cat. I don't know if we'll be able to find another one just as cool as him.
I want to go ahead and skip all the way to the framework.
Dude.
That's the most important thing, is how we pulled frame on this thing. The frame rails, they weren't that bad, right?
No, they were just like over a little hair, and what we needed to do was just pull them over and I think panel bond him or just aluminum weld him back into place.
I think it had like 1 inch welds like every like 4 on one side and 1 at the top.
Yeah,
really
something like
easy, and they just slide in there. I don't think they were panel bonded. If they were, we're about to watch the video. See
we panel bonded the fenders and stuff.
Yeah,
already.
that's the only thing that need to be panel bonded. But let's go ahead and watch the frame working process on this car real quick.
You look like an airplane. You better take off. Look at Thomas, man. He's chilling on the freshly sweet pad, chilling on the corner. He is so soft. I wish you guys could feel him. He is smooth. You're not as smooth as Thomas, but I still love you the same. Oh, no. Dang, son. You got them huge teeth. This sucker is a wolf right here. Alright, so the whole pad is cleaned up. We're ready to pull on and set something up. We'll park the Jeep right about right here, facing dead on at that frame rail because it does need to come this way. And let's just mock it up, I guess, pull the Jeep up and see where it stands.
Hold up.
Jeep. Dude.
Hold up. Did
That
you see
Jeep,
that thing?
that Jeep is such a beast, man. Just
So you had two blue Jeep. Oh, what's that one? Oh, that's the one. Did you
That-
have two blue Jeeps? Is that the first one you had or the second one right there?
I think this is the one we rebuilt on the channel. The first one that I had, we didn't rebuild on the channel because the first one I had was a soft top, and
Oh,
I
that's
think
right.
it was way better than this one. Like
Somebody babied it. So like the
Yeah.
engine, the mechanical,
the engine,
stuff,
the transmission,
smooth.
the interior, the everything was just perfect. It drove smooth and everything. But dude, this other Jeep Rubicon right here, dude, that thing is a beast, dude. Do you look at that, dude? That is
What?
a beautiful Jeep, man. We did a good job building that one, dude.
Yeah, I'd say right there that's the perfect Jeep TJ. The way it's built, it's got the flat fender flares,
Yep.
nothing too crazy. You got the perfect beadlock wheels, the perfect tire setup, a basic stinger, got the carrier in the back, hard top and
Yeah.
manual.
The Kevlar tires, dude.
Oh
the
my
35s were
Borla
amazing.
exhaust.
Yeah, the control arms, which I wish we would have went long arms. We were trying to do that, but our budget was kind of,
Yeah.
not in the limit. But dude, that thing was built right, and it was not that expensive. That was all eBay stuff right there,
Yeah,
dude.
definitely all eBay. I think we were right under like 15 grand on that Jeep or something like that. Maybe way less. But I
I
don't
want
remember.
another one just looking at it,
Dude,
man.
wouldn't mind.
Dude, I wish we would have saved it, dude. What you know what I mean? But,
But,
you know
hey.
what? Look what it brought. Like it made the channel even made a lot more stuff come to the channel.
Well, yeah, back
dude.
then we had to get rid of stuff in order to keep moving. So
Yeah.
we sold that, bought something else. So that's just how it played out right there. But did we use it to pull the frame on this, or did we use the?
We used it to hold the car. That way we can pull the frame with the. Let's just go ahead and roll the clip.
Let's see this.
Alright guys, so the main thing we're focused on is trying to get this Jeep or the winch level with the frame, so when we do pull it, it pulls exactly straight back over here, not up or down. So that's why we want to put it on the pad and the Jeep a little bit lower, so the winch is like pretty straight and aligned with the frame. So when we pull it, it just pulls one way. We're gonna need to take this hood off, so all this is not in the way. Pretty simple. What is it? Just 4 bolts. They're loose, so we can go ahead and unscrew it by hand. Alright, so now that we got the hood in a safe spot, we're gonna go ahead and pull up the forklift.
My man's sitting on a Little Caesars box.
What? Hey, bro, Little Caesars was our go-to back then, dude.
$5, you can eat all day,
Dude,
man.
I remember in high school, me and him, we used to sneak out in the BMW 740
Yep.
that we kind of were hating on BMWs. That sucker got us around, and a couple
Hey,
of our friends.
It was a beast car until it started breaking down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it did start breaking down. Like some bushings went out, and just to replace those bushings,
Yeah,
like,
take the whole car apart.
take the whole engine out. You had to take the whole seat, the steering wheel off just to take
Yeah.
it. No, it wasn't that
it
bad.
was something like that though. But dude, we were like, they wouldn't allow you to leave school to go eat. But we'd sneak out. We the bell rings for lunch. We'd sneak out, and like while all the kids are walking to the cafeteria, we'd just make a little swoop to one door, duck down, run past the cars in the parking lot. The officers driving around, make sure nobody's escaping. We'll duck down, crawl over there, get in the 740. Hide, wait until he makes a pass because the parking lot is big. Then we'll take off. It was awesome.
It was so awesome.
It was so awesome.
But
and
The thing is, go ahead. You finish your thought first. I got something.
Well, whenever I used to leave, whenever you let me borrow the car, because we were like, I was a grade ahead. So whenever I used to borrow the car without you, I'd pull out of the parking lot sideways a couple times. That's probably why the bushings went out. I'm telling you that right now. So I'm sorry that you had to sell your car because the bushings went out. But I remember pulling out a few times sideways. Yeah, with my friends in the back, and they're all like holding on. Don't do that, but that's what I used to do.
That thing was so sick. But the reason why I was leaving lunch is because I was just so angered. I was so angered at our school lunch because like we had the worst school lunch I feel like ever.
Dude.
Like the pizza was not even like
the stuff.
All right, you know what I mean?
After I think it was I don't know what I think it was Michelle Obama after she wanted America more healthier and they started changing stuff in cafeterias.
But look at that, it made us actually be more unhealthier because we went to Little Caesars.
Yeah, so it didn't make sense. Well, a lot of people did what we did. Like we used to come back and we had people that knew we left and our friends were like, did you save me a slice?
We'd leave a box in the car and leave the car unlocked and be like, just go grab a piece.
We'd have like it would be random. Like I'd be in the gym one time and somebody said, hey, they went to Little Caesars. We'll grab 2 boxes and we'll have a couple slices left. I'll be in the gym and like people will walk up and be like, hey, I heard that you went like just like a group of random people. Hey, heard you went to Little Caesars. I'm like, yeah, I got a few slices. Just go to my car over there. And they just go. I don't care. You know,
Little Caesars back in the day was gold. If one person found out, the whole school would know.
It's like when you have snacks in class, dude, or like candy, dude. Like, let me get one, dude. And one, like, if you got a pack of Skittles and one person give you 1 Skittles, you bite that thing in half and you chew on it for like an hour and you eat the other half later, dude. That's just how it was. It was fun, dude.
You was balling in school. If you came in with like a McDonald's cup, bro, that means you just ate good breakfast.
Dude, like, or you have the big Slurpee cup from the gas station, dude.
You make that joint last all day.
All day. You fill a little bit with some water and you take it, bring it to school the next day.
Hey, but that's true. But we did get in trouble a couple times for leaving. But honestly, I didn't care. I was just like, dude, I'm not eating your lunch. I'm gonna leave. Mom was getting mad at us because the school.
And we had to pay for the lunch and stuff like that, so it was not worth paying for that lunch. It's better to go buy lunch. And we kept doing it so much that it just like they kind of like whatever.
They didn't care about us. Honestly,
people were getting in trouble for some reason, but we've never because we're so cool with everybody. Like all the teachers, everybody. Like we're just
we're just cool with them. We were just straight up honest with them. We're like, hey, we're not gonna eat that stuff. I don't care, man.
I remember one time whenever the officer, he was like, he's a cool officer, man. The school's PO officer.
I know who you're talking about. He's the coolest dude ever.
Like I was like, do you want to go eat that lunch? Nope. I'm like, me neither, dude. it was epic.
One day, I think there was either a teacher or something, and I was walking out, and the teacher was like, hey, where are you going? Get back over here. I was just so mad, I just kept walking.
Yeah.
And I was like, worst case scenario, I'm just going to leave and never come back.
Yeah, if you get in trouble. But honestly, every time we came back, like nothing. Like we've never.
Yeah.
I think after we left the high school, they built like a little like tower for security to stand on top. And they're kind of strict, but it's like, come on, it's 2022. You know, if you got your license, they should. It's like a lunch break at work. You know, you got 20 minutes, 10 minutes, go do whatever you want. But you know,
as long as you're back for class, not a big deal.
Not a big deal. But you know what? Back to the Corvette. Little background right there. We'll get to that later. Let's see this framework.
That's the sickest seat I've ever seen. Is that Recaro?
Man, it's a sick seat racing seat.
CC's racing. Or Little Caesars racing.
So the reason why we put this forklift here is because we're going to have to strap this side of the frame, this side of the car down. So whenever we do pull the front frame rails that way, we're going to have to somehow hold this other part of the frame towards the back so it doesn't move with it. So this is all sturdy, and when that's pulling, it's just going to slowly pull it that way. It'll be forklift right here so it doesn't pull it out the way. So.
Alright, so we found a really good point where it's not going to damage anything, and it's on tension right now to the forklift.
Oh, we're cool with that.
A little bit more. What about now? Alright, so we actually had to pause for a second. We're actually going to run to the Home Depot and try to build us a tram gauge because we looked it up online and they're pretty dang expensive. So we're going to go see if we can get like a tube or a rod or something and try to build one. That way we can get them frame rails.
You remember that trap gauge?
Move on to the other side. You want to do a cross because that's the best way you can get it in it. As you can see, it lines up right here just as good. So our frame rails are pretty dang straight, so I say they're really good. So we're gonna go ahead and mess around with it a little bit more.
I mean, that was pretty epic. You know, whenever you're on a budget, you build stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Whenever something is like you don't have something, there's always a way around it. You know, that's kind of how we've been with everything that we do. We don't ever let anything, little things stop us.
That's why we did this channel, for that reason. That way you can. That we show people that you can, like, honestly just do everything at home. You can resource everything, unless you got people like H1n that helped us a lot with some framework. But most of the time, we do it ourselves. You know what I mean?
If possible, because
if it's something like serious that needs a frame machine, like something super crazy, definitely
we're gonna call the professional H1n. He
knows what that man knows what he's doing.
That man is insane, dude. I know you guys seen like the Mustang.
Yep.
That was a super sketchy one.
I think that was the most craziest framework we've ever done, because we pulled an all-nighter on that thing, dude.
Yeah, all-nighter on that thing, which was super tough. I was exhausted, but he knocked it out. And then the biggest one, I think the most toughest one, was probably the Jeep Trackhawk.
Oh, yeah, dude. That was it wasn't the most toughest. It was the most amount of work, dude. We had to pull quarter panels, we had to pull front end parts, we had to pull like roof parts. That it was just a lot of pulling. And once you got a lot of like stuff damaged, you can't really square, like, because usually you use like the rear end, the perfect rear end, to square off the front end with the doors and stuff, and ours was so damaged, like it was rolled over, so we had to we spent so much time on that thing.
I think it was like a 3-day ordeal, dude, on the frame machine.
It was a tough one, dude. There was times that we just had to sit down and really think about it, but you know what, with all three of our minds working together, helping each other out, we got that thing knocked out, and it is perfect, squared off, drive straight, run straight. Beautiful car, dude. That we'll get to that here in some other episodes.
It's probably faster than most Trackhawks because it might be missing a bolt or two. No, I'm just kidding. Every single bolt was put back into place.
Every OEM part except for the carbon fiber, of course, which is just amazing on that car.
That Trackhawk is just unreal, man. I'm just seeing it in my head.
We'll get to that later.
Oh, yeah, that'll be another podcast.
But we literally just did frame with the Jeep. Actually, with the Jeep winch, which was a Smitty built winch, and that sucker pulled it. It was aluminum frame rails, super easy to do. Got that sucker like welded up, and I mean that's it. After that, dude.
After that, I don't know what happened after that. I think we welded, and I think that was your first time ever aluminum welding too.
Was it?
I believe so. I think you were super afraid, but I talked you into it.
Let's watch. Let's see if we weld it in this video.
Start welding.
Oh, he said start welding. So,
who's he? Who is that guy?
Man? I don't know.
Double, triple checked everything. Everything looks pretty straight. Now
my man is just not smiling at all. Like, did he? That's just, I don't know, man. I was just trying to just tell people like what we're doing. Honestly, you know what I mean?
We were just coming off of a miserable time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Working construction. I mean, actually, construction wasn't miserable at all, dude.
I mean, it was tough.
It became repetitive. We're like, dude, this is.
And that's how we just went to get the job done, and just like sometimes how we talk. So, dude, YouTube helped us a lot. You know, more happier.
But speaking about our job, though, we were the best.
Dude.
Personally, I feel like we were the best anything we did, because first we started installing floors. We were the best at that. We moved up in rank. After installing floors, we started finishing floors, became the best at that. Because anything we ever did, we wanted to be the best. That way we can knock it out fast and go home sooner. You know what I mean?
Exactly right. Like, if you're getting a job, why not just be the best at it? You know what I mean? You want to be the best you can be. Like, that's like stuff they say in school and stuff. But that's true. You want to be the best. Like, any job you have, just be the best you can be on it. You know, we try to do everything. We even like started a new like job position in that hardwood floor business. Yeah.
So basically, what we did after we did finishing floors, we became a last coat crew.
Yeah, where you just you buff the floor and you do the last epoxy coat, and that's it. You have to make it perfect, because if it wasn't perfect, you'd have to do it again. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So that was our last construction job, was basically that right there.
Yeah.
We're just doing last coats, and we were so fast at that, dude. We
knocked
that's
out
when we started transitioning into YouTube, because we were knocking stuff out so fast, we were able to go home and start working on projects here.
Like, we always worked on cars, like all of our lives, like that's like worked on stuff like cars. We've always loved fixing them. Like there's so much builds that we did off of YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just got to thinking, what was your first job ever?
My first job ever.
Because you were working in high school.
I used to go help clean a building with my mom. I used to be a trash man. I used to collect trash, and we used to go clean a office.
U.S. Express building.
Yeah, it was a little cubicle office, a bunch of cubes, like hundreds of them. I used to just literally pick out trash bags at it. Like every time after school, I'd go and work pretty late and just clean out trash bags, put new ones in. Man, it took forever. I hated that job.
I remember I helped every once in a while. That was before I was still in school. And dude, that was just a super repetitive job too. That was actually mom's job, but you were helping her, so you got a little bit of the money there.
Yeah, I wasn't asking for much because I was in school. I didn't really need much, but like I made like $100 a week, and I was like good or something like
dude,
that.
That was legit back then. But I'm trying to think of my first job. My first job was do you remember my first? I think it was just hardwood.
I think you went straight to like helping with the hardwood, like because it's a family-owned business, so like we can just go whenever and help out. You know what I mean? So we would like jump in, like we'd go like our brother would be like, hey, you want to go help that crew out? And we'd just hop in the van with them and go. Like we didn't know what we were doing. We just got into it, and they'll teach us to like. That's how we got into hardwood and stuff like that.
So there's a little bit of our first jobs there, but let's keep moving with the aluminum welding. I want to see if you aluminum weld it.
Throw a few spot welds. Anytime before you start welding onto a car, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that battery. You don't want anything to fail electrical wise, so it's a good thing to just go ahead and unplug it. Now we're going to grind this weld down and weld it right up.
Dude, those welds were way better back then, dude.
Definitely, I think that's when that
spool gun was brand new, dude. We may need to just get a new spool gun or something like that, or a whole new like welding setup.
Look at that, dude. That's about $1.50 right
That's
there,
what
dude.
I'm saying. That looks perfect. That's why that Corvette was so straight once we put all the body panels on, dude.
That was perfect. Everything lined up. And what did you aluminum weld before? Because I remember you were kind of afraid. You were like, oh, I don't know how we're gonna do this. And then
I don't think I ever aluminum welded before.
Our older brother had that setup right there, and you just took it, and I think you practiced on a few things.
Yeah, and then it just like clicked. Like after adjusting, you just fool around with stuff, honestly, and you can figure it out. But yeah, we adjusted that thing, and first time aluminum welding, and that thing turned out into dimes, dude.
That was nice right there. Let's see how all of it turned out. Let's skip a little bit, or keep watching that, I guess.
Probably gonna finish this gap off and weld that. It wasn't welded factory, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just give it an extra weld right there. And you already know what time it is. It's Gator Eyes.
Remember Gator Eyes, dude?
Gator Eyes, the little gas station down the street, man, when it was super hot, just like it is today.
Dude.
Today is super hot. But that kept us cool right there,
Gator
man.
Ice. Do they still have Gator Ice? Like, why did we stop buying Gator Ice, dude? It was amazing. We used to buy it in like every video.
I think it'd give you brain freezes and it would just be like, oh, I'm never buying that again.
Yeah, I know, right? But Gator Ice was the ultimate. But yeah, I mean, that's about it. I mean, pretty much for all the welds, I think we welded a little bit more, and then we kind of like spray painted that in, and that's it, dude. That was the frame for that car. But dude, look at that. We're working on that concrete pad without the shop, dude.
Hey, that was the OG times right there, man. That was
crazy times, dude. That was memories back then.
That
dude.
was when, like, if it rained, we couldn't do. We'd have to go inside, dude.
We'd have to just hold off on the rain. We tried getting cars in here sometimes. It'd be very difficult because it's so tight. But you know what? We just worked with what we got, dude. We didn't have much, you know.
We didn't have much, but you know what? We made it into something pretty big. Is that all that we're gonna watch for the videos today, or
dude,
what do you think?
That maybe. I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I think we're probably running out of time a little bit right here, unless you want to think about something.
I was looking at that. Let's watch the last Corvette video right there, at least of this interior.
I don't think that's the last Corvette video. Interior complete. Or do you want to do finally complete?
Yeah, let's watch the finally complete one. I want to see what that thing sounded like and just see how we made it.
Dang, that thing looks sick. What is up, guys? Welcome back to.
Oh snap! We're getting it. We're picking up the pace. You hear it?
Getting a little excited.
We're ready to get started on this Corvette.
I look like I just woke up, dude. I was like, "What is up, guys?"
I think you still got boogers in the eyes.
All right, let's just go to the. I just want to go to the ending. We're running low.
Look at where we were working, and we were working in that tent. I remember that like it was yesterday. Like that tent. That we painted in that
still
tent.
working it right now, dude. Set that tent up. We'll paint in that thing, dude. We need to talk about our blow up tent paint booth. Probably in the next podcast. Whatever happened to that blow up paint booth?
I think it's in the trash can.
But let's watch the ending. I just want to watch the ending of this thing. That way we can see we're running really low on time. I don't think we do the exhaust in this video, but
no exhaust.
We did the army tricks later on. But let's just go ahead.
Yeah,
and
let's watch a little bit of the ending here.
Tires are on. Now we're popping on this tire. It's ready to go back down.
Dang, this thing looks sick. Back her up. Dude, that thing. I got this front camera like splits. Like,
Oh, dude, this is sick. We're going to show them all that stuff in the next video.
for sure. So cover that up. We're gonna wrap this sucker up. That thing is clean, man.
Dude, that thing was clean. I think there's one more video of it like complete, but dude,
go to the one where we went to that little place.
What's next? Yes, dude, that thing.
We had like.
Alright, so you guys are probably wondering.
Let's watch this.
Let's watch it.
What's next for the channel? What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. So today we got the final touches and final pieces to complete this Z06. What we've been waiting for and what you have been waiting for. So let's get started on the first piece. Yes, we got a big 8-foot pole. The first time I've ever seen side skirts come in this
I've
way.
never had a package come in like that, so let's check it out.
That's pretty crazy.
Yes, sir. Oh, I see a Corvette right there. That's how you know it's what we need. Dang, them suckers are lightweight. Beautiful, man. That's sick, dude.
Which one's the left one, which one's the right one?
Just go stick it to it. Put it either on left or right side. Yep, that looks like that's dang, wrong side. Oh yeah, that's gonna freaking complete the car. Dude, that looks sick. With the vent.
That's a Z07 package style side skirt right here.
Pretty much.
That is
insane, man. It looks great with that, and the front lip. All we need is a rear carbon fiber diffuser.
I want to go ahead and snap this little piece in right here that we haven't installed, but we actually had it in our parts bin. We didn't see it, so we got it right here. So I'm going to go ahead and install it real quick. It should be really simple.
I think that holds the inner fender pretty much, and we were missing that.
Go wait for it.
We actually ordered that from a dealership, but turns out we actually had it, so we returned the ones that we ordered and
right there.
installed this.
Oh, look at the tips. Oh my goodness, dude.
Don't go in the water, dude. You about fell.
Alright guys, that is a wrap for this 2017 Corvette Z06. This has been a fun build. That's a wrap for the rebuilding process. It's completely finished. We don't know what we're going to do next. We're planning on taking it to the drag strip. We're planning on taking it to the dyno, get this thing dyno tuned, see what kind of numbers we can get, and put it up against the Mustang on the drag strip. Man, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to show you guys, and I can't wait for myself to drive these things and put them to the test to see how each of them run.
Dude.
What on earth? Look how it sounded. Well, this is epic, man. I remember this. This brings me.
I was drone shooting in the driver's seat, dude.
I love it. That's
The reason
it.
why we're going so slow on some of these roads, man,
These tires are just freaking stickies, man.
there's a bunch of little rocks on this road. There's not a lot of people drive over here, so they just kick up rocks.
You see that?
What was it?
The little rocks that are shooting out.
I can catch a rock in my hand, though.
Dude.
So we got to be careful with that paint, you know. We don't want it to chip up the paint, so we're
No, sir.
taking it easy up here and then get on the main road, and
Did
it
you
should
paint
be good
that
to go.
one too?
Yeah, on the main road is super. These 3 built.
Dude,
That,
we did paint that, but we actually got a pretty dang good paint job out
that's
of
what
that,
I'm
dude.
saying. That thing was flawless, dude.
But like watching this video makes me want a Corvette. Like I can see why people watch this video, because I bet so much people want a Z06 after watching this video. Because look how sick that car turned
Dude,
out to.
just
be.
watching that little clip at the end right there, just like gave me some sort of cool, like weird vibes. Not weird, cool vibes about Corvettes once again. The Z06, they just brought back some sort of memory. I was like, wow, dude.
Dude, it was such an epic car for us, like experiencing 650 horsepower after like 400 horse. How much did the Mustang have?
Like 400 something, I think.
Horsepower, dude. Compared to like 650, dude, it's an insane car. But you know what, dude? That is just that's gonna be that's just crazy.
Dude, I don't think we ever even opened that sucker completely up. We were afraid. I remember that. We like the Viper. We open that sucker clean up now because like we're like
if we had that Corvette right now, I'd open it up for you guys right now, dude.
yeah, because we were kind of just like building up to that stage where we could floor it because we didn't have that type of
you
power.
know, if
before,
we
dude.
ever get another Corvette and it happens to be the C7, it'd probably be the ZR1, dude.
Ooh.
That would be something super epic for the channel, dude. A ZR1,
And they look sick,
And
dude.
it would look sick. Honestly, we should. I mean, I don't know, dude.
Should we look into one?
Should we look into one? Let us know for our Goon Squad channel. Should we do a ZR1 or a C8? I mean, drop that in the comments section down below. But that's pretty much going to be a wrap for today's podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
we got a lot of stuff said. We didn't even get to our little list. Like, we had stuff on there that we didn't even mention yet. I think we're going to have to save that for the next
Yeah,
one,
definitely,
dude.
because we kind of just branched off. We like to give you guys some stories in between. I think that's pretty
Yeah,
unique.
I think, we'll just try to give, like, whatever pops into mind. We try to just go with the flow. We're not scripted. This is the whole reason of the podcast. You know, we have a list, but sometimes you don't go off of that list. You know, that's just how life is. You know what I mean?
Exactly, but that's gonna be pretty much it, guys. I guess we make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the Goon Squad
Subscribe.
Unleashed.
Make sure you hit that post notifications button. Follow us on Instagram to get an inside scoop before YouTube. And that's pretty much going to be a wrap, guys. So
That's pretty much it.
that's pretty much it. Peace.